with the Mallards up a man. Face off far circle in the Maverick end between Nagy and Castonguay. Nagy one back to Montefredo at the far point, moving left along the line to Fox above the far circle. He'll snap it to Nagy in the far quarter. He brings it into the far circle to Fox on the far goal line. Across to Grosso in the near circle. He fired wide to the sticks. He had net gaping a great chance. Cameron to Montefredo at the far point, keeping it. To Fox far half-boards. He skates into the circle. To Boyd beside the Maverick net. His pass deflected to Nagy out high along the far boards off Castonguay. Nagy brings it down the wall toward the far quarter to Boyd behind the goal. Centering pass. Fox couldn't connect in front. Klebaum clears it out of the slot. Up the near side to centering over the Mallard line. Montefredo from the near half boards will retreat beside the net, then step up his own slot. He sweeps it up the near wing to Boyd in center. Boyd hits the Maverick slot, skates along the stripe cross ice, stepping just into the far side, and not the Nagy, who skips it down the far wall and behind the goal. Odegaard backhands into the near quarter. Kell is after it. He'll fire the puck away, up the middle through center, over Montefredo's stick, all the way back into the far quarter on the Mallard end. A minute to go in the Mallard power play, 10.5 remaining, second period. Mallard's up 2-1. Grosso near quarter Mallard zone. Walks the goal line and lays it up to Montefredo, who skates up his own slot. To Grosso, carrying up the burrowing through center. He crosses the Maverick line. He'll wind it around the boards toward the near half ball. Stevenson first at it. Three Mallards converge on him. Nikiforov brings it into the near quarter. Nikiforov spins along the boards. Nikiforov will take it along the near goal line. Center and cuts Grosso a shot. Hit traffic in front. Carry him up the far wall to the line. Montefredo at the point. Keeps it, hustling over, but his backhander sailed out of play. Over the glass on the far side with 10:03 left in the second and 32 seconds remaining on the power play for the Mallards. Mallards on top 2-1. Best two chances of the Mallard power play for Nick Grosso. Missed the net on one occasion, and a moment ago his drive hit traffic in front of the Maverick goal and never made it in on Sumalainen. The face-off, a shade outside the Maverick line on the far side. Frazee will take the draw against Courier. Frazee won it back to Diude Pavel along the far boards, retreating toward his own line across the Duffy, gaining the offensive zone and sweeping the puck down the near side and behind the net. Sumalainen out to stop it, driven up the near side by Bubina, held in by Duffy at the point. He'll sweep it across to Frazee, far half-boards to Diude Pavel, far point, to Frazee, stick handling into the far circle. He'll snap it beside the net to Lee. Lee swoops into the far circle to Frazee along the end boards. Frazee banks it back toward the far point, but it was cut out by Courier out high along the wall in the final seconds of the power play. He'll swoop cross that. They're set, puck down. Nagy went to Boyd inside the circle, back to Diude Pavel at the far point. To Fox far half-boards. He'll skip it down the wall to Nagy, pinned along the boards by Odegaard. Boyd joins the fray. Nagy thrown down by Odegaard. Fox in the far quarter gets it free, flipping back to Diude Pavel at the far point. To Fox, side of the far circle. Fox wheels toward the far quarter. He snakes it to Diude or to Nagy skating behind the goal. He'll backhand to Grosso along the near half-boards. He flips it to Boyd behind the net. Boyd brings it toward the far quarter. He's broken up by Odegaard. He'll sweep it across to Klebaum, carrying up the near wing out through center. He crosses the Mallard line against Grosso. Klebaum stops short along the near half-boards. His shot sailed over the back glass, deflected out of play into the protected netting. With 1 minute 20 seconds left in the Mallard power play, 8:07 to go. Here in the second period, the Mallards have a 2-1 lead. And a face-off in the near circle in the Mallard zone. Again, Sebastian Tennell, third in the league in points, leading the league in assists, resting today for the Missouri Mavericks. In fact, placed on IR just before the playoffs. Then will be wiped clean when we get to the postseason and postseason roster announcements tomorrow. Meanwhile, the Mallards sitting out Captain Darren McMillan, who played the first 65 games today. Nikiforov hits the line near side, drives it in diagonally from the far quarter fronts and brings it back to his own goal and clears down the near wall length of the ice. Darren McMillan, in fact, serving as assistant coach, as it were. He's suited up back of the Mallards' goal. The steal by Ramsey, Mallard high slot, wheeling through the far circle and tangle with Nikiforov. The puck rolls away in behind the Mallards' goal. Diude Pavel swooping up his own slot and then out to center ice. He'll weave up the gut toward the Mavericks line. Spin back toward the center circle, backhand down the near side into the Missouri end. Moving up from the near quarter, takes it back of his own net. He'll sail it away all the way in on Heemskirk. He sticks it to his stump on one hop and covers up with the catching glove down in the butterfly with Courtney arriving. By the time the Chill come back to full strength, unless there's a Mallard power play goal or another penalty, we'll have only 22 seconds left in St. Charles' season. Mallards already up by 4. Can they cap it off with a power play goal? Levesque and Holenka battle on the face-off far circle Chill zone. Josepher steps in and retreats behind the goal, lashes it up the near side. Montefredo at the point, keeping it, playing it down the wall and behind the Chill net. Telyakov drives it up the far side, just out the center off Frazee and Ryu. Ryu hands out to Frizzy, retreating on the far side and center. Across to Montefredo along the near wall. Rink wide to Levesque crossing the chill line. He slips it to Grasso in the far circle. Bench minor, too many men in the call against the chill. Being served by Moore. Levesque out high along the far boards. Leaves the puck to Ryu skating into the far circle. It's rink wide pass Motorai out to center. 1 minute 50 seconds left. Mallards up 4-0. Frazee center circle tips down beside the chill net. Moss out to sweep to Jordan Fox far half boards. He winds it around to Josepher in the near quarter. He'll flip it away all the way down on Heemskirk in the Mallard net. With LeChance closing, Heemskirk calmly plays it straight up his own slot to Nagy. He wheels up the near side in traffic to the Mallard line, laying it off to Nikiforov. Nikiforov weaving toward the center circle to Montefredo on the near side, crossing the chill line. He'll battle down the boards toward the quarter against a pair of checkers, gets spun down by LeChance. Cooper from the near half ball failed to clear. Levesque from the near point takes it cross ice over toward the far point. Then he'll swoop it in the far circle. His centering bid deflected into the high slot by Jordan Fox, who corrals it and clears down the near side length of the ice. 1:08 left in the third period. 4-0 Mallards. Heemskirk closing in, having held the chill off the scoreboard all night. But now Snowden takes it off the near wall into the high slot. His drive deflected wide of the Mallard goal. Snowden couldn't get the shorthanded bid on target. Right inside the line on the far side, the steal by the Mallards. Nagy and a clean breakaway through center down the slot. He scores!